Last video of the day until I do my music video. I'll do one of me playing some songs and stuff. But this one, a higher level of conscious thinking. You know what is the opposite of apathy is a high level of conscious thinking, or apathy is not. So check this out. Sometimes I get messages, comments, and private message from people once in a while telling me about how pissed off that they feel about some of the posts that I've made. And it's like, okay, that's fine. I don't hold a captive audience. If you don't understand my humor or other things I post about, you're free to unfriend me. I don't have a captive audience. But then, of course, there's a lot of other people that write me to tell me how inspired they are to do something. And it's like, awesome. I love inspiring people. I like being inspired. So the golden rule, I want to be inspired, so I'm going to inspire. But when it comes specifically to my job posts, when somebody says that as a person who works hard at their job, they feel pissed off at some of my posts, my feeling about that is if somebody values freedom, then they should be pissed off not at my posts, but the fact that they have a job that they actually defend as a legitimate way to pay for their bills and put food on the table. They should be extremely pissed off about that situation. Only people that value freedom. So, I mean, hear me out on this one. I'm a free and wild person. I own my time, I own my life, but oh wait, I have to go check into this job 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, sometimes worse because I have a second job. But I'm a free person. No, you're not. That doesn't make any sense. So you understand how painfully obvious the inconsistency there is. I don't know of anybody that says they don't love freedom, but almost everybody has a job. So, gosh, 98% of the population is intellectually extremely obnoxiously dishonest, disingenuous, and has no idea what they're talking about because they're totally inconsistent. And I don't say that to alienate myself from 90% of everybody, because that's a large segment of the population. But if somebody likes being a slave to money, I'm not going to tell anybody how to live. I'm just asking for consistency. If you love your job, that's cool. But if you need it to pay bills, you're not free. In my opinion, that's not cool. That's stupid. That's like really dumb with a capital D. There's no consistency. So just be consistent. If you love freedom, then you have to get out of your dependence for a job. Otherwise, you're not consistent. You're just that person that's saying, I'm free, but oh, I got to go clock into this job 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. But I'm free. No, you're not. You just made yourself sound stupid. That's dumb. That's inconsistent. And you know it, especially when I frame it that way. So you got to pick one. Do you want to be free or do you not want to be free? And whichever way you want to go with that, I'm totally fine with. But I'm just asking for some consistency. And if it pisses you off that, oh my God, Tom is right, I'm not free. I depend on my job to pay my bills. That's not freedom. Okay, you're being honest. That's awesome. And if it pisses you off, that could be a very good thing, because if you're pissed off in the right way versus the wrong way, like don't confuse offended for being pissed off. Some people are pissed off because they're offended, and feeling offended is a self-sabotaging emotion. It's extremely stupid. It's you telling the entire world you have no control over how you feel, so everyone else has to. And it's just self-sabotaging. You'll make a bad situation worse with it. So don't be offended, but be pissed off in the sense of, oh my God, I'm pissed off. I'm making a promise to myself and everyone around me. I'm never letting that happen again. I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to solve this problem. You're either going to see me at the top of the mountain on my way up or dead on the side. You will not find me in retreat. That hardcore. That's a good feeling of being pissed off. That is a super high, I mean, that's among the highest level of conscious, outright intentional thinking that exists, versus being apathetic or offended, which is the complete opposite. So my own story, you take a lot of people that are wildly successful in terms of being free people that aren't controlled by money anymore. They had a starting point for most of them where they had a moment where something triggered them, where they felt so pissed off that they were going to solve that problem no matter what, no matter how long it took. They made a promise to themselves they were going to see it through no matter what. You'll find me at the top of the mountain, on my way up, or dead on the side, but you won't find me in retreat. That's how they got started. And I've had at least 2 of those moments that I can count since I got started on my own journey. My new journey, and by new I mean I've been on this journey for 10 years now, 10 freaking years, and I've had at least 2 of those moments where I was so pissed off, I just said to myself, do or die. You won't find me in retreat. I made a decision, I'm keeping my promise, and I will do whatever it takes to figure it out and see it through. And most people won't do that, so that's a big act of rebellion against how most people are. That's for damn sure. It is an extreme high level of conscious thinking if you can be pissed off in that way. I mean, that's the trigger point where nothing is ever going to be the same again in a good way, where you stop the perpetual wheel of madness that spins round and round, and you finally just got to throw a wrench in that circular pattern and say, enough, no matter what, I'm going to figure it out and solve that problem. So that's sometimes what it takes. So let me just go back to the example I alluded to in the beginning of this video. If your value is for freedom and you depend on your job to pay your bills, you're not free. So if you need to get pissed off to change that, then do it. And be consistent. If you're okay with being controlled by money dependency to pay your bills, then just say, yeah, freedom isn't really my value. I like to be taken care of by someone else, or I like to be taken care of by a company. I don't want to take care of myself. I want this company to take care of me. Then say that, but don't go out there saying that you love freedom and you're free when, oh wait, I have to go clock into this job 8 hours a day. I have to go sell my mind and my body and my soul 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. But I love freedom. I'm free. I own my time, but I have to sell my body and my soul every day. That is not consistent. That just makes you look like an idiot when you do that. So don't do it anymore. Just pick one. You're either free or you're not. Just be consistent. But for those of you that love freedom, you need to figure out passive income and get away from a neediness that you have in your job. And if you love your job, you can hang on to it. But the point being is that it's a luxury of option at that point. And when it's a luxury item in your life that you could take it or leave it, you're covered anyway, then you're no longer controlled or manipulated through that dependency and that need for money. And you can take care of yourself, which is a pretty big deal, right? It's an enormous deal. And also that's safety, that's security too. And it's the best insurance possible, life insurance and any other kind of insurance. Sorry for that interruption really quickly. But yeah, that's the best kind of insurance possible, safety, security, stability, all those things. So just be consistent and line up your mouth with your values and how you act every day. Hope you enjoyed that. And if you're curious as to what I'm up to, what I did to do this for myself with the value of freedom above all else, feel free to privately connect with me and I'll show you what I got. And feel free to share this with your friends, because this is something I think should get out there more, because most people are running around with obnoxious inconsistency about, I'm free, I own my time, I own my life, I call the shots because I own my own life. Oh, but wait, I gotta go check into this job 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, where I have to sell my mind and my body for a paycheck every day. But I own my time. No, you don't. You just said the complete opposite. Don't be an idiot. Don't be an idiot anymore. And if freedom is your big value, connect with me. I'll show you what I got, and if you like it, we'll do it. And if you don't, then you need to find something that allows you to actually be a free person. Okay? Okay. So I see a lot of people watching. I will give this just less than a minute if anyone has any comments, agreements, disagreements, or violent disagreements. If not, I'll end this very shortly. And I have my website, tombirkenmeyer.com. Take out the space, all lowercase. I got thousands of pieces of content there that I post regularly. Well, thank you for the hearts. I see lots of hearts coming across the screen. That's pretty cool. And for those of you that joined in the past few minutes or so, you'll have to go back and see this when it's posted on my timeline, because I don't want to go over it all again. But it will always be on my timeline. So you guys got another second or two, and I'm going to end this, okay? So if you need to say anything, go for it. Or you can just private message me if you want to keep it private. That's cool, too. Okay. Goodbye, guys. Bye for now. Mwah.